Welcome to Amy Learns to Cook. On the show today, we're going to review the Breville Sous Chef food processor. This food processor has many great features. If you're interested in learning about it, watch my video unboxing of the food processor. Now, we purchased this processor after having previous fail on a Cuisinart, and now we're ready to put it to the test. We are going to chop some parsley, we're going to shred some cheese, we're going to slice some zucchini, and we're going to cut some potatoes into French fries. So join me as we review the Breville Sous Chef food processor. Okay, our very first test is going to be chopping some parsley. And one of the nice things that the Breville has is a little mini bowl. And this mini bowl is kind of unique because it's shaped differently. And I could see where this might be kind of nice because some mini bowls, stuff just starts flinging out of it, right? And this one, it's got this nice lip on it, so it'll contain some of that stuff. So we're just going to put our mini bowl in here, and this is a little blade for the chopper, and we're just going to put that in there, make sure it's seated all the way down. And then we're going to go ahead and put the lid on. So now we're just going to take, this is 2 bunches of parsley, and I've washed it up really nicely, and we're just going to go ahead and shave off the main part of the parsley. We don't want a lot of these extra stems. Thank you, Sous Chef. And we're going to pick out some of the big ones, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to put the parsley into our mini bowl. And we should be able to get both of these bunches in here. So we're just going to shave this off. And I got some pretty big things in here. And make sure you really wash your parsley, because this parsley had mud on it, right? So make sure you clean it up really good before you start on it. So we're going to go ahead and put the rest of this in the mini chopper. Oops. I'm going to put the lid on. And then we're going to give it a little whirl. This is our maiden voyage for the Breville. So pretty much there's a power button, and we're going to pulse this. You don't want to just run the blade on parsley because you're going to turn it into parsley soup, right? The Breville, we got to have the plunger in here because it has a safety lock, and we're going to go ahead and pulse. One thing I noticed that I really like already is the bowl is really easy to see in there to see what's going on. Seems like the other one I had to open it up to really see what's going on, and it looks really, really nice. So we have some really nice chopped parsley. So chopping parsley with the mini bowl, the Breville gets thumbs way up. Okay, so the next thing we're going to do is we're going to use the slicing blade to slice some zucchinis. And one of the things I like about this blade, it is fully adjustable. And one great thing about it is it has this storage position where the blade goes all the way down. So it may help keep it from cutting you, right? So we're going to put this basically on a 4, And what you do is we're going to open the lid. We're going to put this on the center spindle here. And then we're going to put our blade down in there. Okay, and then we're going to put the lid on. And we're just going to, these are some really nice zucchinis that we're just going to slice. So I'm going to take the ends off. I've already thoroughly washed them. And we're going to put them, there's technically a thing here, but these are a little too wide to go in there. Woo! Wow. That was pretty cool.
How do you like the thickness?
It's good. You can adjust that thickness to however you want. Now, one of the things I've noticed is it has this interlock in it. So you can't have the chute way up here. You have to have the chute kind of in here, otherwise it won't start. So you need to make sure your item is down below the chute fill line. Wow. I'm going to put that in there. Wow. So it has like this pause. So as soon as you take this out, it pauses it. All of these zucchinis in here. My bowl's getting a little on the full side. So we'll see how far we can take this 16 cup, right? Wow. Okay, so let's see how it did. Number one, I can say, it cut a huge amount of zucchini. I had 7 really large zucchinis, right? And it cut enough for a whole bunch. Okay, so let's see how it did. These are our slices. One thing I can say is there's some that's a little mangled. And I don't know if that's because I have this filled too high or what, but they look pretty nice. Pretty nice. Aside from the little mangling of a few of them, I really like the pause feature. I think it did a really nice job, and I pretty much give it an A-. So thumbs way up on the slicing. Okay, next up is the French fry cutter, and this is a blade that we received with the Breville. So we are going to cut up some potatoes. So we're going to put our stem in here again. And we're going to put on our trusty French fry blade. And we're going to put the lid on. And what I've done is these are just regular russet potatoes. And I peeled them because I want to make sure that there's no dark spots on them. I also have been, once I peel them, I put them in water. It keeps them from discoloring. So let's see how the Breville performs with the French fry cutter. I'm going to put a potato in here.
You can put just one, or you're going to put a couple?
I'm going to try one first. And we're going to let her rip. Here we go. Woo. 1 potato, 2 potato, 3 potato, 4. French fries. Interesting cut on the French fries. I don't does make for quick work, but their shape is a little odd.
They're a little jaggedy.
They're a little jaggedy. The shape is a little odd. I would say, you know, it's quick, it's fast.
Are they going to fry up pretty well?
They'll fry up fairly nicely. But they're a little jagged up here. There's a lot of pieces that are a little, I don't know, just not cut well. So French fry cutter, I think I give it a C. Oh, that's, I guess, thumb sideways. Okay, so now we're gonna grate some cheese. And just in the cleaning, we just had a little bit of a trouble. A little bit of potato got stuck in here and I had to get out with a toothpick. So that was a little concern. So we're going to, once again, remove this. We're gonna put our center thing on here. And we're gonna go with a coarse shred. We have a block of cheese and we're going to go ahead and put that in here. Remember, it's got to be below the chute level for the interlock to go. Lesson 1, don't push too hard. Right, I guess you're going to just let the machine do what it's going to do.
Yeah.
There's a little bit of chunk left, but that's usually
Sous chef.
expected.
Mice.
And let's see how our shred is. That's a nice shred. Did have slight pulverizing, I think the last time. I think that's a systematic problem with this thing, is we have a little bit of stuff that it over processes, but it's good. Good. I would rate this
Give it to me.
probably an A-. Okay, so that's our test of the Breville Sous Chef food processor. I would say it did great. It had a few issues. The French fry blade was not that great, and it seems to over process a little bit. It does have a lot of features. The pause feature is great. Given that it got a couple of A- and a C, I would give the Breville a solid B, right? So thumbs up to the Breville. If you're in the market for a food processor, it's a good choice. Downsized as it is, rather expensive, but it is a good choice because it has a lot of features. So we're going to be using this food processor. We'll probably come back in a month or two and give you an update, another full review on how we've been using it and how it's been performing. But for now, I would say that it is definitely staying. If you like this video, please subscribe below and visit my website at amylearnstocook.com. I'm also on Twitter and Pinterest at Amy Learns to Cook.